first two quarters, 12 in the third, and 15 in the fourth. That's how they got to their 61. Held West Georgia to 7 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second, 11 in the third, and 17 in the fourth. 61-47 was the final score. West Alabama did a pretty solid job. 25 of 54 from the floor, 46%, 6 of 11 from behind the three-point line. That's 55%, and 5 of 9 from the line, 56%. Marianne Logsdon had a phenomenal afternoon. She knocked in 25 points, dished out 3 assists, and pulled down 5 boards. Bria Dent added 20 points of her own. So those two players, 45 of West Alabama's 61 in the win over West Georgia. Others that scored in that contest, Jayla Williams had 5, Zoe Watts 4, Takeshia Barnes added 4, and Camille Clark added 3. A lot of players logged minutes in that particular game. It was nice to see a lot of folks, get some playing time. And West Alabama looking to continue their winning ways here as they host the Bulldogs of Union University. Union is led by Coach Mark Campbell. This is his 24th year at the helm of the Bulldogs program. 694 victories, 110 losses, as he has been a staple throughout the years as they made their transition from NAIA to Division II. West Alabama's led by Coach Rusty Cram in his 9th season at UWA, sitting at 95 wins as the Tigers head coach, 334 in his 25-year career. So 2 solid teams coached by 2 very solid and impressive coaches. And we're probably about 8 to 10 minutes away from getting this one underway. Things that we'll see this afternoon is Union comes in tied for 5th in the D2 SIDA South Region poll, and they sit as the number 1 team in the Gulf South Conference as far as points per game. And this is a team that averages 10 three-pointers per contest, so they like to shoot the 3. They average about 78 points per contest and hold their opponents to 58. So their margin of victory is right around 20 points. They lead the league in that category. And they've got some strong players, as West Alabama will come into this ranked 8th in the D2 SIDA South Region poll. Their defense is ranked 2 in the Gulf South Conference in points allowed at 57, and West Alabama on the average scoring 65 per contest. Now, a couple of the notables for West Alabama, Bria Dent comes in. She's got over 1,000 career rebounds. She leads the Gulf South Conference in points per game with just over 18, and she is number 2 in the Gulf South Conference in rebounds per game, averaging 10.7. Jayla Williams leads the Gulf South Conference in assists per game, averaging 6.4. And Marianne Logsdon, no surprise, the hot shooting Logsdon, number 1 in the Gulf South Conference in three-point percentage, as well as three-pointers per game. She's averaging 2.4 from behind the arc per game. And like I said, coming off of a 25-point effort in the win over West Georgia. We've got about 7 minutes before we kick this off. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll try to get the starting lineups as we get ready for Gulf South Conference basketball here on the station for West Alabama Basketball, SLY 104.9. We're about 5 minutes away from tipping this one off here in Pruitt Hall. Lots going on around the league today. West Alabama playing host to Union. That one will tip off here in about 5 minutes. We'll have that obviously here on the Sly 104.9, and you can also tune in if you can't make it in person. You want to see it, it'll be on the YouTube live stream. West Georgia will play host to Shorter this afternoon. All the games, all the women's games tipping off at 2 p.m. West Georgia will host Shorter. Auburn Montgomery will play host to the Blazers of Valdosta State. Montevallo playing host to the Argos of West Florida. And Christian Brothers making the trip to Huntsville as they will take on UAH. Standings in the league as far as the women's basketball standings, Lee is leading the way. Unblemished conference record at 9-0, 11-2 overall. In second place is Valdosta State. Tied for third, Union and West Alabama all knotted up there with a 6-2 record. That will be followed by West Florida, Delta State, Montevallo, West Georgia, UAH, Auburn Montgomery, and then the bottom three in the league, Christian Brothers, Mississippi College, and Shorter. So a big afternoon for West Alabama. Has an opportunity to push themselves up into a sole possession of at least third spot in the league. And depending on what happens with Valdosta State, may be able to catapult themselves into a tie for second place with a win today. Starting for Union, they'll have the sisters Lucas start. Two young ladies from Papua New Guinea, Shanique Lucas and Kisharna Lucas. They'll get the nod. Samaria Thompson, the senior from Dyersburg, Tennessee, will get the start. Number 20, Bethany Dillard, the sophomore from Maumelle, Arkansas. And rounding out the starting lineup for Union will be number 34, Naomi Van Ness. This is a good mixture here from folks. Union, like I said, they've got the two young ladies from Papua New Guinea, a West Tennessee native from Dyersburg in the starting lineup, and then a young lady from Dorchester, England, who transferred from University of North Carolina. They've actually got two North Carolina transfers. That's Van Ness and Church. West Alabama's starting lineup this afternoon. We'll get it started off with number 2, Bria Dent, the senior from Birmingham. We've already mentioned the number 1 points per game person in the Gulf South Conference, number 2 in rebounds, as she averages just over 18 points per game and pulls down just under 11 boards per contest. Jayla Williams, the senior from Tallahassee, will get the nod. 10.7 points per game, 4.9 rebounds. Leads the league in assists per game. She averages 6.4. Marianne Logsdon, the junior from Fort Pierce, Florida, averaging 13 points a game and 4 rebounds, leading the league in three-point percentage and three-pointers per game. I'm sure she'll get the opportunity to get some looks this afternoon to improve on that. Aaliyah Dade will get the nod, junior from Springfield, Oregon. Typically she gets in there and really works hard to defend as well as create plays and opportunities for some other folks. She continues to wear the sleeve on her right leg. And finishing out the starting lineups for West Alabama will be number 34, Zoe Watts, the senior from Birmingham, Alabama, averaging 9 points per contest. The Tigers have finished their warm-up. The teams will go to their respective benches. West Alabama will wear their home whites, white shorts trimmed in red, white jerseys with the red numerals, and it looks like Union will go with their road reds. Red shorts, black and white stripes there on the side of the short, and red jerseys. I would assume they've still got their pregame shirts on. We're going to have to take a quick break. We'll have the national anthem. When we come back, we'll tip this one off here on your station for West Alabama basketball, Sly 104.9. Welcome back courtside as the public address announcer finishes the starting lineups. About to get this one underway. Union wearing the road reds, as I mentioned. Red shorts, black and white stripes on the side, black numerals trimmed in black, and Union across the chest. West Alabama wearing their home whites. West Alabama across the chest in red. And the red numerals as they announce the starting lineups. It'll be Bria Dent and Jayla Williams, Marianne Logsdon, Aaliyah Dade, and Zoe Watts. They'll take the court for West Alabama this afternoon as the Tigers look to improve on their 9-3 overall record, 6-2 in the Gulf South Conference. Union comes in ranked number 19 in the country, 8-2 overall, 6-2 in the Gulf South Conference. The Tigers, they will gather on the logo there right at center court. They'll break it down and they get ready to get this one underway. West Alabama's Zoe Watts, she'll take the tip for the Tigers, and she'll be matched up against number 34, Naomi Van Ness. Van Ness, 6'6" grad senior from Dorchester, England, transferred from University of North Carolina. Watts at 6'2", Van Ness at 6'6". This one's underway. The tip, Union will get the tip and then quickly taken away by Bria Dent. Dent gives way to Jayla Williams. Jayla drives in the paint, right-handed layup off the glass, and that one will get in there. West Alabama will break the seal, 2-0 here in the early goings as the Tigers have the early lead. Union coming down, that's going to be Lucas. Right corner, out to Thompson, wants to get it to the top of the key to Kisharna. Tough having sisters. The Lucas sisters have 7. Shanique Lucas takes it to the basket, left-handed off the glass. That'll even the game at 2. Full court pressure by Union. West Alabama is able to break the press. 9 to play as Jayla Williams hits it down to Aaliyah Dade. Dade getting off the screen for Bria Dent. Zoe Watts for 3. That one won't go. Rebound, Union. Pulling down the rebound will be Dillard. Thompson wearing the knee brace on the right leg there. Gets it down to Van Ness in the paint. Then they kick it back out to Shanique Lucas. Lucas, cross-court pass to Thompson. Thompson wants to drive, 12 to shoot. Out to the top of the key. Dillard traveled. Looked like she wanted to take the 3 and one too many steps. It'll be a turnover for Union. 8:38 remaining. 2-2 score, full court pressure by the Bulldogs. Bria Dent, 12-foot jumper, in and out. That one won't go. Rebound. That will be Van Ness, and Thompson will bring it down. Free throw line extended, kicks it out to Kisharna Lucas. Lucas over to Thompson. Thompson for 3. Front iron, no. Marianne Logsdon will bring it down. She wants to run the floor, then pulls the break. Top of the key, Logsdon. West Alabama doing a good job of moving the basketball. Zoe Watts, top of the key, over, near side. It'll be Marianne Logsdon. Logsdon's guarded by Dillard. She's got 10 to shoot. Watts for 3. No. That one rimmed in and out. 2-2 your score with just under 8 minutes to play. Thompson driving left baseline. Going to be a whistle and a foul on the floor. That foul's going to go against number 10, Jayla Williams. That'll be her first. Checking in for West Alabama will be number 5, Camille Clark. And it looks like Union wants to get Leah Church into the mix, as well as Leah Cauble. So 2 Leahs and 2 Lucas. Cauble, right side, dribbles, top of the key. She'll give way to West. West driving right side, picks up the dribble, fires it out to Lucas. Lucas 3-point attempt, no good. Clark brings down the rebound. Marianne Logsdon gets it, bounce pass to Bria Dent in the paint. They flip it back out, free throw line to Zoe Watts, back into Bria. 10-footer, bingo. 2-point bucket by Bria Dent. 4-2 your score with 7:10 remaining in the first quarter. West Alabama's on top here in the early going. Shanique Lucas gives way to Lauren West, 12 to shoot. West, three-point attempt. No, she didn't. Rebound by Cauble. Back out to Cauble. Three-point attempt, no. So two back-to-back three-point attempts. They couldn't get it to go. West Alabama running the floor. Bounce pass to Jayla Williams, a floater. That one won't go. Shanique Lucas brings it down and whistle. And they'll say that Shanique Lucas put her hand underneath the basketball to carry, so it'll be a turnover for Union. Checking in for the Bulldogs, it'll be Keely Robinson and Shiley Morrison. So Robinson and Morrison in the game. West Alabama to inbound. Down low, Zoe Watts, left hand off the glass, and it'll go. They beat the press. 6-2 your score. West Alabama by 4 with 6:20 remaining. West Alabama on the floor. Dent, Williams, Logsdon, Dade, and Watts. The sisters Lucas, Thompson, Dillard, and Van Ness in there for Union. 15 to shoot, right baseline. They get it out. That'll be West. West gets it over to Morrison. Morrison, top of the key here. Left side, that'll be Cauble. 5 to shoot, good defense by West Alabama. Morrison behind the back, driving with 2 to shoot. She passes. That one's going to be a shot clock violation. Great defense by West Alabama. Checking in for the Tigers, that's going to be number 3, Takeshia Barnes. So it'll be Watts, Logsdon, Barnes, Clark, and Dent. Jayla Williams will take a break. 6-2 the score. 5:53 remaining first quarter. Discussion here as I think we've got everything squared away. Zoe Watts to inbound. She'll get it to Logsdon. Full court pressure by the Bulldogs. Good ball movement by West Alabama to break the pressure. Across the timeline, it'll be a bounce pass to Zoe Watts. Logsdon directs traffic from the logo. 14 to shoot. Barnes, right side, back to Logsdon. Logsdon's going to be guarded by Church. 6 to shoot. Logsdon driving right side, almost lost the handle. Bounce pass to Bria Dent. Has it blocked by Leah Cauble. And that one will go off of West Alabama. Union to inbound to my right. Union brings it down. They trail 6-2. 5:05 remaining. Union fires up a 3. That one won't go. Church can't get it to go. West Alabama gets the rebound. Barnes picked up the dribble. Got a little help by Watts. Under 5 to play here in the first quarter. West Alabama leads by 4. Marianne Logsdon left side. Zoe Watts, top of the key. 3-point attempt. Bingo! Zoe Watts knocks down the 3-point bucket. 9-2 your score with 4:30 remaining in this first quarter. It's been all West Alabama so far. A lot of great energy by the Tigers and some solid defense to go with it. Church gives to Cauble. Cauble hands off to Morrison. Kicks it back out to Church for the 3. Front iron, that one won't go. Bria Dent with the rebound. She wants to run the floor. She brings it across midcourt, and she'll get it to Logsdon. They'll slow things down with 4:05. 9-2 your score. West Alabama on top, the visiting Bulldogs. From Union University, Marianne Logsdon takes it in. A little floater. Can't get it to go, but a whistle and a foul as she will get the opportunity to take 2. Marianne Logsdon will go to the line, but they want a media timeout, and we'll take it with them here on your station for West Alabama basketball. Sly 104.9. out of the timeout. Just under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. 9-2 your score in favor of the Tigers. If you're following on the live stats, we will see if we can figure out what's going on with that as Marianne Logsdon knocks the first one in of 2. She'll get an opportunity to finish off the 2 points there. 2 for 2 is Logsdon. Logsdon, a 64% shooter. She'll take a break. Jayla Williams will check in. Union wants to bring it down with some urgency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was a mass confusion about who was supposed to be in the game, and it looks like West Alabama made a substitution. See if we can get that thing. Technical foul called against the Tigers. I think they had a person standing on the floor when they tipped it off, which would have them with too many folks on the field. Shooting the free throws for Union will be Shanique Lucas. On the year, 18 for 18 from the free throw line, make it 19 for 19. She's been unblemished. 20 for 20 is Lucas. West Alabama on top, 11 to 4. Union to inbound. That'll be Shanique Lucas. She'll give it back to Thompson. Three-point attempt by Union. That'll be Jordan Little. Bounds off the front. Hits the back of the iron. Bria Dent pulls down the board. Dent to bring it down. Full court pressure once again by Union. Jayla Williams, left side. She gives it to Zoe Watts down on the left baseline. 15 to shoot. Jayla, left elbow. Wants to go cross court to Dade. Dade, 12-foot jumper. Front iron, that one won't go. Van Ness, she'll get the rebound. 11-4 your score with West Alabama on top. Thompson driving. Wants to get it down low to Van Ness. Van Ness puts it up, whistle and a foul. Think they're going to get Camille Clark.
Number 5, Camille Clark.
That'll be her first foul. Van Ness will go to the line. Checking in for the Bulldogs will be Bethany Dillard. Van Ness, 42% from the line on the season. Averaging 6 points per contest. First shot, back iron, no good. West Alabama leads it with 3:04. 11-4 here in the early going. Van Ness, second shot, back iron, won't go. Rebound, West Alabama. Camille Clark battles for it and has it stripped away. Turnover off of Thompson's foot, so she'll turn it over. West Alabama will inbound to my left. Checking in will be Ella Noble. Watts will take a break, so it'll be Dade Noble. Clark, Williams, and Dent. Bria will inbound to Jayla. Back to Bria. She crosses the timeline. Double coverage there on Dent. She gets it cross court to Jayla Williams. Jayla tries to take it in left baseline and has it blocked by Van Ness. Van Ness, an imposing presence there. 6'6" versus the 5'5" Jayla Williams. 2:30. Union with 15 to shoot. Left side, that'll be Lucas. Lucas driving, wants to get it out to her sister. That one will be out of bounds, but they say it went off of West Alabama's Camille Clark. They want to get a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. West Alabama basketball on Sly, 104.9. out of the timeout. 2:23 remaining in the first quarter. On the floor for West Alabama will be Dade, Noble, Logsdon, Williams, and Dent. For Union will be West, Thompson. The sisters Lucas and Dillard. 5 to shoot. West will fire up a three. Missed badly. Rebound by West Alabama. West Alabama running the floor. Dade wants to go right side. She gets it out top of the key. Jayla Williams almost traveled, but she was able to anchor that left foot. 2 minutes to play, 18 to shoot. Dent driving left side, turnaround jumper, right hand, missed it. West Alabama couldn't come down with a rebound. Union players confusing one another. A dive for it. Bria Dent ends up with the basketball. Good job by West Alabama. Dent loses the handle and back the other way for Union. Thompson drives in the paint. She lowers her shoulder. It'll be a whistle and a foul. Who's it going to be? They'll call the foul on West Alabama's number 10, Jayla Williams. Gets the blocking foul. As that was a 50-50 call, it looked like Thompson kind of lowered the shoulder to initiate the contact, but they called a block on Jayla Williams. Thompson. She'll go to the line. Thompson, a 72% free throw shooter. Makes the first one. 11-5 your score. West Alabama on top. 1:40 remaining. Thompson to shoot the back end of the 2 shots. Dent to inbound to Logsdon, back to Dent. Full court pressure all day for Union. Minute and a half to play. They get it across the logo. Lots of pressure by Union. Logsdon wants to bounce, pass it down low to Ella Noble. She puts it up, the whistle and the foul. Ella Noble put it in off the glass, and you could hear the slap on the arm as she draws the foul with an opportunity to complete the three-point play. West Alabama on top 13-6 here with 1:25 remaining. Noble to go to the line. 57% shooter is Noble. She knocks it down. A minute 25. 14-6. 14-6 your score. As I'm getting some help with my stats there. Union brings it down. The sisters Lucas. They'll give way to Robinson. Shanique Lucas takes it right side off the glass, and she'll get that one to go. An easy lay-in, almost uncontested. 14-6 your score. Correction, 14-8 with a minute to play. Bria Dent gets it over. Far side, it'll be Logsdon. .12 on the shot clock. Logsdon here, near side, it'll be to Dade. Dade driving right side, true to the basket. She throws one up. She'll draw the foul. To the line, it'll be Aaliyah Dade. to shoot from the line. 42.8 seconds remain. Dade will go to the line. Dade on the year. First free throws of the year. She eyes the mark. That one will be back iron, no good. 14-8 your score. West Alabama on top. Dade eyes the mark. That one rattles in and out. Unable to connect. Rebound attempt by Lauren West, but she can't handle it. That will go out of bounds off of West, so West Alabama will inbound it. A little confusing there. Off the leg of Lauren West, not a West Alabama player. Logsdon to inbound. She gets it to Dent. Dent, 15-footer from the left side. That one won't go. Rebound, West Alabama. Noble can't put it in. And she will be called for the travel. Rightly so. Kind of lost her balance and had to collect herself. 35 seconds remain. 14-8 your score. West Alabama on top. Thompson brings it down. She'll hand it off. That one will go to Church. Church out to Robinson, then back to Thompson on the right side between the legs. 17 to shoot. Thompson takes it right baseline, and she'll get it to go. Thompson averages 12 per. She gets 2 of them right there. Logsdon brings it down. Loses the handle, a fight for it. Whose ball is it going to be? That'll be West Alabama, as it looked like it went off of Samaria Thompson. West Alabama wants to get a sub. That's going to be Zoe Watts.
Now for West Alabama, number 34, Zoe Watts.
Zoe will check in. Logsdon to inbound with 5 seconds. Lobs it to no one. And West Alabama's Zoe Watts will be called for the foul. 4 seconds remain.
Foul for number 34, Zoe Watts.
Little confusion here. The officials get it together. The Union will inbound it just to the left of their bench. 4 seconds. West Alabama by 4. Lucas drives near side, has it poked away. Nobody fouls into the first quarter. West Alabama on top, 14-10 on your station for West Alabama basketball. Sly 104.9.
Serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
Did you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Adams for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory, packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run for first or third base. That's simple human sense. Suntrail Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
14-10 your score as we get ready to go into the second quarter. West Alabama on top. West Alabama has led for 7 minutes and 48 seconds. Teams were tied for just over 2 minutes. Union has never had a lead in this contest so far, so West Alabama getting ready to start this second quarter. Union will inbound here right in front of the radio table. Union to inbound right near the West Alabama bench. It'll be Thompson to Lucas. Thompson, the senior from Dyersburg, gives way to Lucas. Lucas goes left side off the glass. The whistle and the foul. Shanique Lucas puts it in off the glass and draws the foul. She will go to the line and shoot one.
Shanique Lucas is shooting the line.
Lucas' shot in and good. 14-13, West Alabama On top, they lead by 1. Bria Dent will bring it down. Tries to give it to Logsdon. Logsdon almost lost it and almost backcourt right there, but she was able to gather it in sure-handed. 14 to shoot. Zoe Watts left elbow gives way. That'll be to Clark. Clark out to Watts. Left baseline won't go. Battle for the rebound. Clark comes down with it. It'll be a jump ball, alternating possession. Alternating possession. Looks like that will go to West Alabama. Jayla Williams checks in. Williams, Clark, Watts, Logsdon, and Dent. Logsdon here, right side. Cross-court pass to Williams. Williams, 18-footer. That one won't go. Rebound pulled down by Leah Church. Thompson wants to bring it down. She goes left side one-on-one with Clark. Can't go. Van Ness with a rebound, and Union claims their first lead, 15-14. .8:45 remaining in the first half. West Alabama trailing 15-14. Bria Dent has it, top of the key, being guarded by West. Free throw line extended. That one hits the back of the rim and won't get in there. Lob pass to Shanique Lucas, kicks it out top of the key for Lauren West, and Lauren West knocks it down from 3. 18-14. West Alabama trailing by 4. They want a timeout, and we'll take it with them on West Alabama's Station 4. Men's and women's basketball SLY 104.9. Out of the timeout, West Alabama trails 18-14. 8:20 remaining in the first half. West Alabama's led for a big portion of this game. I'm Will Atkinson. Joined with me courtside, Coach Morgan Brown. She's doing some YouTube magic, whatever the goings on with that. It's all way over my head. Wayne Grant back in the station. We appreciate all that he does. We're getting to enjoy some basketball on the last day of the 2022 calendar year. Tigers are trailing by 4. Bria Dent drives, kicks it out, and Jayla Williams right side crossover dribble in the paint. She's going to throw it up. No, she took too many steps. When Jayla Williams goes down low, Jayla at 5'5", it is a striking difference in height when she has to go up against Naomi Van Ness at 6'6". They want to go down low to Van Ness. She's being guarded by Zoe Watts. One-on-one. Van Ness, left hand, won't go. Marianne Logsdon brings down the rebound. She brings it across the logo, gets it to Watts. Watts, three-point attempt. Off the front iron, Van Ness will come down with a rebound. West Alabama trails by 4, 18-14. 7:34 remaining in the first half. Tigers came in today, 6-2 in the league, tied with the Bulldogs. Lauren West fires it over to Morrison. Back to West. West, long three-point attempt, bang. West knocked it down. West on the afternoon, 6 points, both from behind the three-point line. 2 of 3 is West. Tigers trail 21-14 with just under 7 to play. Free throw line extended. Bria Dent won't go. Marianne Logsdon goes for the rebound. Bounce pass to Zoe Watts. Logsdon puts it up. Won't go. Dent fires it back in off the glass, and Dent gets it to go. 21-16, 6:40 remaining in the first half. Dent off the glass. Couple of good offensive rebounds for the Tigers. Ended up in points. 6.5 minutes to play coming here near side. That'll be Dillard. Dillard to Morrison to Van Ness. Van Ness in the paint. 10-footer, no, won't go. Logsdon with a rebound. Logsdon crossover dribble, drives, fakes the shot, and wants to go cross court. That'll be Clark. Clark jumper, back iron. Battle for the rebound. Union will win that battle. Leah Cauble gives it to Lauren West. Lauren West fires up another three. That one won't go. And off the hand of Marianne Logsdon. So wholesale changes for the Bulldogs. The sisters Lucas will check back in, as will Leah Church, Anna McCready, and I lost one. Samaria Thompson. Thompson to inbound. She'll get it out to Shanique Lucas. Lucas, right baseline, wants to get it out to Church. Church decides to give it in the hands to their on-court general. That'll be Thompson. Offensive foul called against Union. So with 5:42 remaining, Union will be called for the foul. West Alabama will inbound it. Full court pressure once again as Watts gets it into Logsdon. Logsdon fires it across Williams. Back to Logsdon, then off of the hand of Thompson. They're going to call a foul. That foul will go against Marianne Logsdon. Kind of away from the basketball right there. 5.5 minutes to play, 21-16 your score. Kisharna Lucas, left baseline, one-on-one, reverse layup. She gets it to go, 23-16 Union. Tigers doing a good job of breaking the full court pressure, just not able to capitalize on their looks. Jayla Williams to Zoe Watts. Zoe Watts goes up strong, whistle and the foul. And McCready will get called for the foul, and Zoe Watts will go to the line. Watts on the year, a 69% free throw shooter. First opportunities from the line today. Watts has 5. West Alabama trails 23-16 with just under 5 minutes to play. Watts good on the first one. Folks still continuing to filter in here. Sometimes it's difficult over the break to have very big crowds, but a crowd continuing to come in here to enjoy the women's game and the men's game to follow. Watts was able to complete her 2 free throws, cuts the lead 23-18 with 5 minutes to play. Kisharna Lucas gives way to her sister. Thompson back to Lucas. 3-point attempt by Church. Church knocks it down. 26-18. This Union team comes into today averaging 10 3-pointers. 10 3-pointers per contest. They've hit 3 so far. Marianne Logsdon to inbound it. 4:35 remaining. Logsdon has her shot blocked. Keely Robinson gets the block shot. Unofficial timeout as Marianne Logsdon remedies the fact that her shoes are untied. She seems satisfied. Logsdon tries to get it inbounds to Watts. Reaching in was Keely Robinson. It'll go off of Robinson's hand, and West Alabama will inbound once again. 4:32, West Alabama trails 26-18. Dade fires it across to Barnes. Barnes back to top of the key to Dade, 10 to shoot. Logsdon out near the logo, 5 to shoot. Logsdon between the legs, one-on-one with Lucas. She takes it up, right hand off the glass. Rebound will be collected by Leah Church. Thompson bringing it down for the Bulldogs. Cross court. Drives, spins, tries to go up against Bria Dent, and Dent will be called for the foul. Dent's first foul. Checking in for the Tigers will be Jayla Williams. Samaria Thompson to the line. Thompson hits the first of two. She's perfect on the afternoon, 3 for 3. Thompson's second shot gets in, 28-18. So Union on a 6-0, make that a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes. West Alabama led this for the first 8 minutes or so of the contest, but as of late, Union's had the hot hand. Left wing, three-point attempt. Zoe Watts won't go. Rebound by Dade. .14 to shoot. That'll be Jayla Williams, top of the key. Guarded by Shanique Lucas. Wants to go down low to Dent. Dent puts it off the glass. That's a great job. 2-point bucket. They were able to lob it over the defender, and Dent was able to put it in off the glass. 8-point game. Union leads it by 8, 28-20. Dent's got 6 points on the afternoon for the Tigers. 3:05 to play first half. 12 to shoot on the shot clock. That'll be Caldwell. Gives it to Shanique Lucas. Lucas, top of the key, three-point attempt. That one's back iron too strong. Pulling down the rebound. That will be Takeshia Barnes. Barnes to Williams. Williams bounce pass to Bria Dent, and that will go off of Shanique Lucas. Checking in for the Tigers
Timeout, West Alabama.
will be Camille Clark. Tigers want a timeout. We'll take it with them. Your station for West Alabama basketball, Sly 104.9. Out of the timeout, West Alabama will go with Watts, Dade, Dent, Williams, and Clark. Looks like Union will go with the sisters Lucas, Robinson, Church, and Cobble. Jayla Williams to inbound. 21 seconds to shoot for West Alabama. Jayla, left elbow, right in front of the Union bench. Drives, free throw line extended, fires it over. She'll get it to Clark. Clark loses the handle. I see our director of athletics, Mr. Kent Partridge. He's made it here this afternoon. Shanique Lucas gives way to Kisharna. Top of the key, that'll be Church. Church one-on-one. Dishes to Robinson. Cross court to Cobble. Cobble out to Shanique Lucas. 5 to shoot. Lucas, three-point attempt from the top of the key. Front iron, rebounded by her sister, and there'll be a whistle and a foul. That foul's going to go against West Alabama's number 2, Bria Dent. Kind of a touch foul right there. I'm typically not one to be very critical of the officiating, but that was a very touch foul right there. West Alabama's Bria Dent gets called for her second foul. Kisharna Lucas misses her first shot. 25% shooter from the free throw line. She misses both, unlike her sister, who is a perfect 20 of 20 on the year. Jayla Williams. She'll run the offense, gets it to Bria Dent, left side, turnaround jumper. That one won't go, partially blocked. 1:35 to play, West Alabama trailing by 8. Lucas, three-point attempt, right baseline, won't go. And Clark will come down with a rebound. Pressure, oh, she picked up her dribble, in trouble. Jayla Williams bails her out with a $1:20 left. Bounce pass to Watts down low. Off the glass, Watts can get that one to get in there. Zoe Watts has 9 points on the afternoon. 6-point game, West Alabama trails 28-22. 1:05 remaining in the first half. Union has been held scoreless for the last 2 minutes. West Alabama's defense dialing it back down. Lauren West, three-point attempt. Right elbow, that one won't go. Bria Dent with a rebound. And Bria Dent will be called for the travel. She pulled down the board and was falling. It looked like she had handed the basketball off. Frustration abounds for the Tiger fans. West Alabama trailing by 6. Union to inbound to my left. Lob pass, that'll go into Cauble. Cauble to Dillard. Back to West. West to Thompson. 15 to shoot. Thompson drives, free throw line. Whistle and a foul will go against Union. That'll be number 3. Lauren West, the senior from Omaha, Nebraska. 31 seconds to play, 30 seconds on the shot clock. West Alabama would love to be able to end this first half with a made bucket. Subs for both teams checking in for West Alabama will be Marianne Logsdon. Keely Robinson checked in for the Bulldogs. Dent to inbound to Dade. 30 seconds first half. 28-22, West Alabama trailing. Logsdon across the logo. Double team. Looks like a man coverage here for Union. 12 to play. Logsdon one-on-one. Bounce pass to Jayla Williams. 5 to play. Gets it back to Marianne Logsdon, and that one's going to go off of Logsdon's hand. According to the official, it'll be a turnover. 4 seconds. 4 seconds to play in the first half. Lots of changes for West Alabama. They'll have Dent, Dade, Williams. Clark wants to check in. And Watts. Continued confusion. They want to check out the replay. We'll take a quick break on Sly 104.9. Out of the timeout, they added a second. 5.5 seconds remain first half. Shanique Lucas drives it. Three-point attempt, left elbow, no good. So the first half will go to Union, 28-22. So the Tigers trail by 6 here in Pruitt Hall. We'll take a quick break, then we'll come back. We'll break down some of the first half stats here on your station for West Alabama Basketball, SLY 104.9.
Services for your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved ones. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area. That king cut ribeye, Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's are 559 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
Hello, West Central Alabama. I am State Farm Agent Justin Easton, and I took over for the legendary State Representative A.J. McCain. If you're looking for home, auto, or life insurance, then a new good neighbor is already in your neighborhood. Please stop by our office at 1327 U.S. Highway 80, Demopolis, or feel free to visit my website at www.whitsoninsurance.com. That's WHITSONINSURANCE.com. Or give me a call at 334-289-5664. We appreciate everybody. Go Tigers.
At Williams Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, the health of you and your family is the heart of our mission. We go above and beyond to offer the friendly and knowledgeable support you deserve. We make managing your health easier with a variety of personalized services. It's what community is all about. In Demopolis, your community health mart is Boone's Pharmacy. Experience the difference. Boone's Pharmacy, 951 U.S. Highway 80, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at uwaradio.com. That's uwaradio.com.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family-owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
At the half, West Alabama trailing 28-22. We're about 12 minutes away from the start of the second half. West Alabama, the defense held Union scoreless for almost the last 4 minutes. But West Alabama only shooting 30% from the floor, 8 of 27, 25% from the arc, 71% from the free throw line. Turned it over 10 times. Only gathered 2 points off of turnovers this afternoon, but has taken a slight lead in the rebounding category, 21-17 in favor of the Tigers. Points off the bench for the Tigers, 4. Points in the paint, 14. Pretty even matchup between these two ball clubs. Only one lead change, and they have almost identically had the same amount of lead time, both of them right at the 9-minute mark. They were tied for about a minute and a half, as West Alabama's Zoe Watts leads the Tiger scorers. She's got 9, 3 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 4 from behind the arc, perfect from the free throw line. She's pulled down 2 boards in her 17 minutes of play. Bria Dent's added 6 points, already with 8 rebounds on the afternoon. Dent averages 11 boards per game. She's got 8 in the first half. So Watts and Dent with 15 of West Alabama's 22 points. Ella Nobles added 3 points. and Williams and Logsdon each have a bucket. So West Alabama, they've not really found that groove that we're used to, but it's not like that they've played poorly. Just haven't really found that mojo. But they trail by 6 here. We've got about 10 minutes to go in this second half. When we come back from the break, we'll get some second half action here on your station for West Alabama Basketball Sly 104.9. At the half, 28-22, your score. West Alabama trails the D2 SIDA Women's Basketball Week 6 National and Regional polls in the South region. Shakes down like this. Tampa will be number 1 in the region. They are a perfect 11-0 on the season. They received 50 points in the voting. They have 5 first-place votes, followed by Lee, Gulf South Conference member, in the number 2 spot. Eckerd holds down the number 3 spot, and at the 4 spot will be Nova Southeastern. Tied at 5, 2 Gulf South Conference schools, Valdosta State and Union. In the 7 spot will be Savannah State, and 8 West Alabama, 9 Tuskegee, and 10 Florida Southern. West Alabama is continuing to work their way up in those regional rankings as they are approaching the completion of the first round of conference games. And by round, I mean the first time through the entire conference schedule. West Alabama, after today's game against Union, will have 3 teams yet to play in this first trip through the Gulf South Conference. They will host Christian Brothers on Monday, January the 2nd, and then they will take a 2-game road trip. January 5th, that's a Thursday, they'll go to West Florida, and then they will, on Saturday, make the trip over to Valdosta State on January the 7th. And then after that, it's back through the league one more time. It'll be back with Montevallo, Auburn, Montgomery, and Alabama Huntsville. Only difference this time, the locations will be changed. West Alabama will host in the second round through the Gulf South Conference. They'll host Montevallo, Auburn, Montgomery, Mississippi College, and Delta, as well as Valdosta and West Florida. And then we'll have to make trips to Huntsville, to Lee, Shorter, West Georgia Christian Brothers, and Union. So it should be an exciting Gulf South Conference season. Tigers came in today currently tied for 3rd with the Bulldogs of Union. So the winner here will have an opportunity to work their way up in the conference standings. We're about 6 minutes away from the start of the second half. West Alabama trails at the half, 28-22 here on your station for West Alabama Basketball Sly 104.9.
Hi, my name is Benjamin, and I'm a student at the University of West Alabama. Here at UWA, I've had the opportunity to not only expand my portfolio, but the ability to work on projects that have gotten products directly into the hands of consumers. Thanks to UWA, my work has been seen by thousands of students across campus, and I feel very confident that I'll be prepared to find a job upon graduation.
Welcome back courtside. 4.5 minutes before we get the second half underway here in Pruitt Hall. Union University, located in Jackson, Tennessee. Door to door, these two universities are separated by 244 miles. It's about a 4-hour drive. It's not too terribly far. Jackson, a place that I am definitely familiar with. Spent 12 years in Jackson. Was able to complete my undergraduate degree, play a little baseball there in Jackson, and then began my coaching career there in Jackson. So very familiar with the folks of West Tennessee. They made the trip down yesterday. Was able to talk with one of their graduate assistants before the game. And if you're not familiar with Union, founded back in 1823, the oldest institution affiliated with the Southern Baptist Convention, located right there in the heart of Jackson, Tennessee. Private Christian 4-year coeducational liberal arts based university that you can earn your bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degree there. West Alabama looking to improve on their 9-3 overall record, 6-2 in the Gulf South Conference. In the second half, look to find that spark, that mojo, as some of the traditional or folks that we have become accustomed to contributing as far as points and whatnot haven't gotten fired up yet. They only trail by 6. And this is a good Union basketball team. Comes in ranked number 19 in the country. Their record 8-2. Perennial powers as Union, as the Bulldogs come out to get their warm up before the beginning of the second half. West Alabama still yet to come out of the locker room. Folks still continuing to filter in here in Pruitt Hall. One of the young Tiger fans here to my left, I think she is zonked out. She is absolutely worn out and tired, so she's going to take a little cat nap there. 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll take a quick break. We'll hear from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have second half action here on the Saturday afternoon edition of Tiger Basketball on Sly 104.9.
It's nice to know who you're spending your money with. That's why GoCo's Exxon stores in Butler, Gilbertown, Silas, Coffeyville, Millreach, Chatham, and Sweetwater, they are proud to be American-owned and operated. Stop into one of their stores today for a hot stuffed pizza, for real milkshake, cold drinks, snacks, they got everything. They even carry hunting and fishing supplies in most of their stores. Thanks for shopping local with your area GoCos.
If you are responsible for taking care of someone who is nearing the end of life, let us help you. Legacy Hospice can bring services to your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved one. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area.
That king-cut ribeye, Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston, just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on 559 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
Hello, West Central Alabama. I am State Farm Agent Justin Woodson, and I took over for the legendary State Representative Adrian McCain. If you're looking for home, auto, or life insurance, then a new good neighbor is already in your neighborhood. Please stop by our office at 1327 US Highway 80, Demopolis, or feel free to visit my website at www.whitsonininsurance.com. That's WHITSONINSURANCE.com. Or give me a call at 334-289-5664. We appreciate everybody. Go Tigers.
Both of the teams have finished their warm-ups. They've blown the buzzer, and the officials are ready to get this second half underway. West Alabama trails 28-22. Union will be going left to right to inbound right here courtside. That will be Kisharna Lucas, and she'll give way to Thompson. Three-point attempt by Dillard will be no good. Jayla Williams will come down with a rebound. Marianne Logsdon will bring it across the timeline. She'll be guarded by Dillard. Logsdon with a yo-yo dribble, gets it here near side. It'll be Jayla Williams, left elbow. She wanted to go down low, gets it out. Bria Dent, top of the key, jumper. Back iron, won't go. Aaliyah Dade comes down with a rebound. Offensive board for the Tigers. They'll get another opportunity and a fresh shot clock. Jayla drives right side, one-handed, off the back of the iron. It won't go, and Van Ness will come down with a rebound. Thompson wants to run the floor. Whistle and the foul, and they will say it'll be a good basket, and they will call the block on West Alabama. Samaria Thompson, two different times. That's kind of her go-to move as she puts the shoulder down, and West Alabama just not able to gain the position to draw the offensive foul. They trail it 30-22. 9:08 remaining. Thompson at the line. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Lucas. That's Kisharna Lucas gets the putback. A 10-point game. West Alabama trails. On the floor for West Alabama will be Dent, Williams, Logsdon, Dade, and Watts. The sisters Lucas, Thompson, Dillard, and Van Ness for Union. Contact with Logsdon and Thompson, no foul. Coach Rusty Cram frustrated, obvious frustration. Left baseline, Dent goes one-on-one against Van Ness, decides to pass it out to Zoe Watts, and Zoe can't get it to fall. Shanique Lucas brings it down, then gives it off to Thompson. Thompson, little skip step, kicks it out. It'll be Dillard. Dillard, right side, then top of the key to Lucas. That'll be Kisharna Lucas, hands off to Shanique Lucas. Shanique driving, throws up a prayer, not answered. Van Ness comes down with a rebound, a whistle, and a foul.
Foul number 22.
They're going to call the foul on West Alabama's number 22, Aaliyah Dade. That'll be her second foul of the afternoon. At the line will be Van Ness. Van Ness on the afternoon, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 0 for 3 is Van Ness. 42% free throw shooter. 6'6". Grad senior from Dorchester, England. She gets that one to go. 33-22. West Alabama trails. Dent fires it down the court. It'll be to Zoe Watts. Then they get it down on the left wing to Jayla Williams. Williams to Dade. Dade dribbles. Free throw line extended. Gets it to Dade. 12 to shoot. Williams crossover dribble. Three-point attempt. Zoe Watts. Side iron. Won't go. Rebound. Aaliyah Dade. Great job by Dade. And she will draw the foul. Foul will go against number 1, Shanique Lucas. West Alabama will inbound right here to my left. Dade tries to inbound it. And Carnisha Lucas stuck out her foot. Illegal move. Dade gets the bounce pass to Dent. Drives to the basketball. Dishes to Zoe Watts. Zoe with a right hand off the glass. It won't go. And then she tries to get her own rebound after the miss. Goes out of bounds. So Union will inbound to my left. Wholesale changes for the Bulldogs. Morrison will check in. It'll be Morrison, Cauble, West, Church, Shanique Lucas remains the only Bulldog remaining in the game. 33-22, 7:25 remaining. Morrison over to West, back to Morrison. 10 to shoot, behind the back. They want to go right baseline. Then they get it out to the top of the key. It'll be West. West wants to go up with a right hand, partially blocked. And Bria Dent will come down with it. 11-point game. West Alabama trails with 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Jayla Williams gets to Dade on the right elbow. She picks up the dribble, gets it over to Logsdon. Logsdon free throw line extended back iron. It rims in and out. And Leah Church will come down with a rebound. Lucas drives right side. Offensive foul will be called against Lucas as she initiated the contact. As that will be Lucas's third foul. Checking in for the Tigers will be Takesia Barnes. Dent, Williams, Logsdon, Dade, and Watts. That's what they've got on there, but Dade came out and Barnes came in. Dent gives it to Logsdon at the logo. 15 to shoot. Barnes wants to float one in to Zoe Watts, has it tipped away. Turnover, West Alabama. Bringing it down will be Little. Jordan Little picked up the dribble, hands it off to Shiley Morrison. Morrison, three-point attempt, left elbow, rebound, Bria Dent. 6 minutes to play. Cross-court pass out to the top of the key. Zoe Watts, three-point bucket. You can count it, folks. Zoe Watts. 12 points on the afternoon as she knocks down the three. 33-25. 5:40 remaining. Watts got an open look. Was able to knock it down. Lauren West has it. Right elbow, 12 to shoot, gives it. That will be to Morrison. Morrison all the way back around. It'll end up in the hands of Little. Little drives left side, 2 to shoot. Turnaround jumper, and Little knocks it down as time was expiring on the shot clock. 35-25. They want a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. West Alabama basketball on Sly 104.9. Out of the timeout, West Alabama. They'll go with Watts, Logsdon, Barnes, Williams, and Dent. Union's going to go with Cobble, Church, West, Little, and Morrison. Lob pass down low. It'll be to Bria Dent, and she loses the handle. Turnover for West Alabama. 5:08 remaining in the third period. 10-point game, Union. Morrison will be guarded by Williams. She passes off to Cobble, who hands off to Little. Little out to Lauren West. Lauren West three-point attempt, no good. Back iron, West Alabama with a rebound. Marianne Logsdon drives the paint, throws it up, has it blocked. Jump ball under the basket. And it will be alternating possessions, goes to West Alabama. Checking in for the Bulldogs will be Naomi Van Ness. They want a media timeout. We'll keep it here. 35-25 with 4:43 remaining in the third period. West Alabama shooting 26% from the floor, 33% from behind the three-point line, and 71% from the free throw line. They've been forced into 13 turnovers. And off those turnovers, Union has been able to put up 6 points. West Alabama with a slight rebounding advantage, 28-23. Leading all West Alabama scorers is Zoe Watts. Zoe 4 of 12, 2 of 6 from behind the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. She's got 12 points in her 22 minutes of play. Bria Dent's got 6. So 18 of West Alabama's 25 come from Zoe Watts and Bria Dent combined. Bria has already pulled down 10 boards on the afternoon. She leads Tigers in minutes played with 25. Out of the timeout, Watts, Dent, Logsdon, Barnes, and Williams. Jayla Williams to inbound. She bounces it off of Van Ness and gets the basketball. A crafty play from a veteran player as she bounced it off the hip of Van Ness and grabbed the basketball. She gets it over to Marianne Logsdon. Jayla Williams, three-point attempt, side iron, no. West Alabama couldn't get the rebound, but it goes off one of the Union players. Checking in for the Bulldogs, that'll be Keely Robinson as well as Samaria Thompson. Fresh shot clock for the Tigers. 4:26 to play, 10-point game, West Alabama trails. Right in front of the bench. The Tiger bench is Jayla Williams. Whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be called against the Tigers offensively. I believe they called that one on Zoe Watts. Her second foul. 4:05 to play. West Alabama trails by 10, 35-25. Robinson wants to go to the left side. It'll be a whistle. And West Alabama will be called for the foul. That'll go against Bria Dent. That's her third foul. 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Three-point attempt, back iron, no good for Little. West Alabama comes down with it. Jayla to Bria. Bria off the glass, nice lay-in. Bria Dent gets it to go. Whistle and a foul. Offensive foul. We talked about the physicality of Samaria Thompson. She lowered the shoulder. She'll get called for the offensive foul. To inbound for West Alabama will be Zoe Watts. Jayla Williams brings it down for the Tigers. Bounce pass. That'll be to Dent. Dent wants to go down low to Watts. Watts puts it on the floor. And they're going to call offensive foul on Zoe Watts. She backed in toward the goal. And that'll be Watts' third foul.
That's what you need to do right now. Yeah, keep the roll in your head. Because you're terrible with that whistle. They want others to blow that
The unpaid officials here treating the paid official like some everyday scallywag, I guess, as he was mopping up the deck there.
And you get the broom back.
Union to bring it down. 13 to shoot. Union has it stripped away. Bria Dent doing a great job of getting the basketball. She gets it over to Takesha Barnes, and Barnes gets it out to Longsdon with 3 minutes to play in this third quarter. Watts, top of the key for the Tigers. Whistle on the floor. Whistle on the floor. Call the foul on Union's number 32, Leah Cobble. West Alabama will inbound it right there in front of their own bench. Coach Rusty Cram continuing to pace. Dent to Watts, back to Dent, off the glass, can't get it to go, rebound. That'll be Robinson. Robinson looked like she went back court, no call. 3-point attempt by Cobble. That one didn't get in there, and the rebound attempt by Takesha Barnes. Not able to control it. So Union will inbound to our right. Union driving left side. It'll be a whistle and a foul. That foul's going to go against the Tigers. They're calling the foul on Aaliyah Dade. At the line will be Leah Cobble. First shot of two doesn't go in. 35-27. Make it 36-27. As checking in for the Tigers will be Camille Clark. Frustrated Tiger fans. Inbounds, it'll be Bria Dent to Jayla Williams. Zoe Watts, 3-point attempt. Bingo! Watts knocks down the three. Cuts the lead to 6. 36-30 with 2 minutes in this third quarter. As Zoe Watts got the open look, and she was able to knock it down. Union tried to answer with a three of their own, and Dillard couldn't get it to go. West Alabama comes down with a rebound. Full court pressure by the Bulldogs. Bria Dent gets the outlet pass, gets it over to Clark. That one is partially blocked as Camille Clark went up strong. Thompson going the other way. Tries to lay it in, it won't go. The ball will ricochet off of one of the Bulldogs, and West Alabama will inbound to our right. We've got 1:31. A lot of excitement here. West Alabama shaved the lead down to 6. Jayla Williams gets it to Zoe Watts. Then over to Clark, hands off to Logsdon. Logsdon gives way to Williams. Watts, 3-point attempt by Williams. Front iron, no. As Samaria Thompson comes down with it. They kick it out, top of the key. It'll be Lauren West, 3-point attempt, and West knocks it down. Lauren West with 9 points, all from behind the arc. 39-30 your score with 50 seconds remaining in this third period. Jayla Williams has it right in front of the West Alabama bench. Logsdon trying to get open. Whistle, foul on the floor. We go against number 25, Leah Church. Church's first foul. Marianne Logsdon will go to the line. Both teams in the bonus here. 36.8 in the quarter. Logston knocks in the first shot. 39-31. West Alabama trails by 8. Logston takes a deep breath. One dribble, nice backspin on that one. She knocks them both in. 7-point game. West Alabama trails 39-32, 34 seconds. Almost a full length of the court pass for Union, and they decide to back it back out. 26 to play, 20 to shoot. Thompson, bounce pass to Robinson. Robinson, free throw line extended, kicks it out to Church. Church, air ball on the three-point attempt. 14 seconds. Jayla Williams passes to Bria Dent, charging in the lane. That one will get in there. 39-34, West Alabama trailing. 4 seconds to play. Thompson throws one up, and that one's blocked by Ella Noble. Nice little flurry for the Tigers. 1 quarter to play. This one is being decided by the last few minutes here. There's a late foul. That one's going to go against. Didn't see who they called that foul against. It was a fray right there in front of the Union bench. It looks like the officials want to check the replay footage. Unfortunate part about broadcasting from across the gym when they discuss what they're looking for or looking at, we don't have that luxury. I'm assuming they will try to figure out how much time is remaining when the foul was called. They seem satisfied. As coming to, they decide to put .6 back on the clock. And to the line will be West Alabama's Camille Clark. West Alabama trails by 5, 39-34. 0.6 seconds remain here in this third period. Clark eyes the mark, knocks the first one in. 39-35. Clark with an opportunity here to cut it to a 3-point game. Clark, that one's in and out. 4-point game it is. 39-35. 1 quarter to play here in Pruitt Hall on your station for West Alabama basketball. Sly 104.9. (39-35). We got 10 minutes to play. West Alabama trails. To start this fourth quarter, it will be Noble, Clark, Williams, Dent, and Logston. Thompson, West, Lucas Van Ness, and Cauble for the Bulldogs. Lucas drives left baseline, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Bria Dent comes down with it. That's her 12th rebound of the afternoon. She wants to go coast to coast. And Bria Dent's able to lay it in off the glass, makes it a 2-point game. 39-37. Tiger fans excited here as West Alabama's cut it to 2. 9:25 remaining. These two teams tied for third in the league. Shanique Lucas goes cross court to Thompson. They want to get it down low to Van Ness. 7 to shoot. Left elbow, Thompson 3 to shoot. Wants to drive, backs her way in, spins off the glass, no good. And West Alabama's Bria Dent comes down with her 12th rebound of the afternoon. Jayla Williams gets it down low to Ella Noble. Noble off the bottom of the basket. A no-look pass to save it from going out of bounds. As Noble looked out of sorts right there. Jayla Williams tries to go for the steal against Lucas. Lucas lowers the shoulder. It's a whistle and a foul. They're going to call the block on West Alabama. That foul is going to go against Marianne Logsdon. That will be her third foul. And that will send Shanique Lucas to the line. Lucas on the afternoon, perfect 5 of 5 from the free throw line. She came in 18 of 18, 6 of 6 on the afternoon. So she's been perfect on the season from the free throw line. Lucas knocks it in again. 7 of 7 from the line. She's hit 25 straight free throws this season. West Alabama trailing 41-37. 8.5 minutes to play. Jayla Williams, 18-footer. She knocked it down.
2-point basket, Jayla Williams.
41-39 as Jayla Williams knocks in the bucket. It's her first bucket of the afternoon. 8:15 to play. Dillard wants to drive, kicks it out to Lauren West. 3-point attempt, West, front iron, no good. Van Ness pops it out. And Lucas ends up with it. She fires one all the way across. Thompson for 3. And the 3-point bucket by Thompson will get in there. Union on the afternoon. Four of 25 from behind the arc. Make that 5 of 26. Zoe Watts wants a 3-point attempt of her own and hits nothing. 44-39 with 7.5 minutes. West Alabama trailing. They want to go down low in the paint to Van Ness. Whistle and a foul. They're going to call the foul on number 34, Zoe Watts. That will be her 4th foul.
Now for West Alabama, number 22, Aaliyah Dade.
Dade will check in. Jayla Williams will come out. Union to inbound. Lucas throws one up, hits the bottom of the basket, and then falls out of bounds. West Alabama to inbound. 44-39. Looks like both Watts and Dade in there, each playing with 4 fouls with 7 minutes to play. 5-point game. Logsdon tries to go underneath the basket. Whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Bria Dent. That's going to be Dent's 4th foul. So 3 of West Alabama's players on the floor right now with 4 fouls. That's Watts, Dade, and Dent. Camille Clark will check in, and Watts will take a breather. Coming in for Union will be Anna McCready, 6'3" sophomore from Fayetteville, Arkansas. 7 minutes to play, a 5-point game. West Alabama trails 44-39. McCready, free throw line. She picked up the dribble. She's in trouble. She gives it across to Dillard. Dillard to Thompson, 12 to shoot. Thompson driving across the GSC logo. She puts it in with the right hand. 46-39. Dade to inbound. She'll bounce pass it to Bria Dent. Dent in a foot race with Thompson. Dent wins that race. Gets the ball out to the logo. It'll be Marianne Logston. Coach Rusty Cram still frustrated, pleading his case with the official right there near the bench. 10 to shoot. Whistle on the floor. Foul's going to go against number 2, Kisharna Lucas. Kisharna Lucas, part of the Sisters Lucas. Transferred the previous school, rather, American School of Bangkok. Inbounds it to Dade. Dade to Williams, right in front of the West Alabama bench. Tigers trail by 7, 6 minutes to play. Floating jumper by Jayla Williams. That one's going to go in, and she'll draw the foul. Williams went right baseline, put it in off the glass, gets it to go, and she'll have an opportunity for the three-point play. West Alabama trails by 5, 46-41. Jayla on the afternoon. Knocks that one down, completes the three-point play, 46-42. Under 6 minutes to play. West Alabama trails by 4. Three-point attempt, in and out by Shanique Lucas. West Alabama comes down with a rebound. Jayla Williams right at midcourt, hounded by Dillard. Whistle. Foul will be called on Bethany Dillard, the sophomore from Maumelle, Arkansas. Checking in for the Bulldogs will be number 25, Leah Church, the grad senior from Purlear, North Carolina, UNC transfer. Dade inbounds it to Williams. West Alabama down by 4. Williams with 14 to shoot. Free throw line for Williams, drives right side, wants to turn and fire. May have rolled her ankle as she goes to the floor. Bringing it down is Lucas. Lucas is able to put it in with a left hand, and Jayla Williams is in distress as the stoppage of play. Williams attempting to get up and does on her own power, but definitely something going on with the left leg or left ankle of Jayla Williams. She's being encouraged to make her way to the sideline. She got up on her own power, but still definitely in some pain as Marianne Logston decides to take the opportunity to clean up the perspiration on the floor. Bria Dent. Bria Dent will check in. Jayla Williams will be assessed by the athletic training staff. Tigers trail by 6. Dent to inbound. She'll have the full run of the baseline. She gets it to Dade. Dade back to Dent. Over to Barnes. Barnes gets it to Bria. 5 minutes to play. West Alabama trails by 6. Barnes for 3. Side iron, that one won't go. She had an open look. Couldn't get it to go. They want a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them here on your station for West Alabama Basketball Sly 104.9. Welcome back courtside. 48-42 your score. West Alabama trailing by 6 with just under 5 minutes to play. As this has been an exciting basketball game. West Alabama out of the timeout. They'll go with Logsdon, Dade, Dent, Barnes, and Clark. Union with the basketball. Union with the basketball. Three-point attempt. No good by Lucas. Clark comes down with a rebound, and she'll draw the foul. Foul will be called against Kisharna Lucas, and West Alabama will inbound it. Aaliyah Dade will bring it down. She'll get it to Marianne Logsdon. It'll be a whistle on the floor and a foul. That foul's going to go against number 10, Anna McCready. That will send Logsdon to the line. Logsdon on the afternoon. 4 for 4 from the line. Make it 5 for 5. 48-43, 5-point game with 4 minutes, 29 seconds remaining. Logsdon with a deep breath, one dribble, and she fires it up. And she knocks it in. 6 for 6 on the afternoon. Checking back in for West Alabama will be Jayla Williams. Williams with a little wince there, but she's gutting it out. 4-point basketball game, Tigers trail. The sisters Lucas are in there with Thompson. Bounce pass down low to Thompson. Marianne Logsdon was almost able to pick the pocket, but it didn't happen. They kick it out, top of the key. It'll be Church. Church driving across the GSC logo. That foul's going to go against West Alabama. And the Bulldogs will shoot two. Jayla Williams will be called for the foul. That will be her third, and to the line will be Leah Church. 75% shooter is Church. She gets the first one to go, 49-45. 4:06 remaining. West Alabama trying to battle to get this win here at home. They trail by 6. Bria Dent, she'll inbound it to Jayla Williams. Williams guarded by Thompson, and Williams will draw the foul. Thompson will be called for her second foul. Jayla Williams, she'll go to the line. Williams to shoot two. Tigers trail by 6. First shot up and good by Jayla Williams. 69% free throw shooter is Williams. She's been perfect from the line so far this afternoon, 2 for 2. Make it 3 for 3. 50-46 with 4 minutes remaining. 4-point game, Tigers with 4 minutes. Trying to get back in this one. Shanique Lucas throws it off the side of the backboard. West Alabama comes down with a rebound. Bria Dent kicks it out. Marianne Logsdon, three-point attempt. That one won't go. Rebound. Bria Dent, she goes up strong. Partially blocked. West Alabama with a rebound. And Camille Clark puts it in. It's a 2-point game, 50-48 with 3.5 minutes to play. Fans wanted a foul, but West Alabama was able to battle through the contact and put it back in. 3 minutes, 20 seconds remain. 12 to shoot for the Bulldogs. Thompson between the legs. 3-point attempt for Thompson. Back iron, no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. That'll be Kisharna Lucas. Lucas gives to Thompson. Thompson right hand off the glass. And she'll extend the lead back out to 4. Just under 3 minutes to play. West Alabama with plenty of time. Jayla Williams. She'll give way to Aaliyah Dade. Dade drives, bounce pass over to Clark. Clark to Williams. 14 to shoot. Williams, 17-footer. Air ball, nothing going. She had an open look, and she couldn't get it to go. 2:35 remains. West Alabama trails by 4 as Zoe Watts will check back in for the Tigers. Camille Clark will take a break. Williams, Dent, Dade, Watts, and Logsdon on the floor for the Tigers. 2.5 minutes to play. West Alabama trying to improve to 7-2 in Gulf South Conference play against the visiting Bulldogs of Union University. Shanique Lucas drives left side, can't get it to go. The rebound was gathered by Van Ness, and I'm afraid this foul is going to go against Zoe Watts.
Foul number 34, Zoe Watts.
That will be her 5th foul. Van Ness will go to the line. Checking in for the Tigers will be Camille Clark, the sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee. Naomi Van Ness, the 6'6" grad senior from Dorchester, England. Back iron, no good on the first of 2 shots. Van Ness has had her struggles from the line this afternoon. Neither shot will go, and Logsdon brings down the rebound. 1 of 5 is Van Ness from the free throw line today. Just over 2 minutes to play. West Alabama trails by 4. Bria Dent on the GSC logo. Turnaround jumper in the paint. Right hand, missed it. Clark goes up strong. It'll be a whistle and a foul. Clark couldn't get it to go, but she'll have an opportunity. She'll shoot 2. Camille Clark. Camille Clark will shoot 2. She eyes the mark for the first of 2, side rim, and it won't go. She has had some struggles from the free throw line this year, has Clark. Second shot up, rims in and out, not able to capitalize. Still a 4-point game. Under 2 minutes to play. West Alabama trails by 4. Ball went out of bounds right in front of the press table. Right in front of the press table. They initially said that it was a Union basketball, but the officials are going to check the replay. New feature here, the Gulf South Conference implemented replay for basketball, and those are things that they can replay, so they're going to check that out. It looked like, from our vantage point, that it was definitely off of one of the Union players. The initial call was Union's basketball, so they'll want to check it out, make sure they get it right. 139 remains. West Alabama trailing 52-48. West Alabama on the afternoon shooting 30% from the floor, 25% from behind the arc, 81% from the free throw line. They are 13 of 16 from the free throw line. And they have out-rebounded the Bulldogs 44-36. West Alabama came in averaging 65 points per game. They won't make the average today, but Union came in averaging 78, and they're not going to make that average either. So both of these teams came out for a big-time battle, and it has been an exciting game as West Alabama trails it by 4. Winner of this game will have the opportunity, depending on how the other games go in the league, to at worst be in the 3rd place spot, but could potentially be in a tie for the 2nd place spot in the league. Officials still conversing rather. See our men's team. Some of the guys are kind of hovering around the door. They want to get out here and get this one underway. Cheers from the crowd. We'll see how that pans out. Early indication is that it will be West Alabama's basketball, and the replay proves West Alabama basketball. I see Coach Nick Woodruff and Coach Jake Jobling awaiting the conclusion of this game. I saw former head coach Alan Sharp and his family across the way. We'd love to have an opportunity to say hello to them. West Alabama to inbound. It'll be Jayla Williams. She'll bring it here near side. Minute and a half to play. Tigers trail by 4. Jayla, right baseline, backs her way in. One-on-one against West. Fires up the shot. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Union comes up with it. A minute 20 remaining. Thompson will be guarded by Dade. Dade not wanting to foul. 18 to shoot. Dade's relentless. Lots of excitement here courtside as they want to get a timeout. They want a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout here on your station for West Alabama basketball. Sly 104.9. Out of the timeout, West Alabama will go with Dent, Williams, Dade, Clark, and Logsdon. 1:05 remaining. Union to inbound right in front of the press table. Lucas gives it to Thompson. Thompson in the paint, 3 to shoot. Fires up the shot. That one will go off of West Alabama, but the shot clock will expire. And it looks like it should be West Alabama's basketball on the expired shot clock, confirmed by the official. 55.5 seconds remain.
Timeout,
West Alabama wants a timeout. We'll take it with them here on your station for West Alabama basketball. Sly 104.9. .5 seconds remain. West Alabama trails 52-48. West Alabama led for a big portion in the early goings in this game, but Union they took over the lead at 15-14 and have not trailed since, but West Alabama's battled back. They've got it as close as 2. They're within 4 now as the Tigers will inbound in front of their own bench. It'll be Jayla Williams to Bria Dent. Dent, turnaround jumper, in and out. She had a good look at it. And that one will go in and out. And then that rebound not being able to control by West Alabama. And on the floor, they'll call the foul. They're going to call the foul, but they're going back to the replay. Assumption being checking out the time on the clock. But they seem satisfied with whatever they have decided. So on the floor for West Alabama will be Barnes, Clark, Dent, Logsdon, and Williams. That foul was called on Aaliyah Dade. That was Dade's 5th foul. Shooting 2 will be Cauble. She hits the first. Second one up, and it's good. 54-48, West Alabama. Trailing here with 45 seconds. Jayla Williams has it. Gets it over. That'll be Barnes. Barnes driving, free throw line. Puts up the dribble. Get to Williams. Williams out to Clark. Clark gets it to Barnes. Barnes for 3. Boom! Takeshia Barnes knocks down the 3-point bucket. Makes it a 3-point game. Coach Mark Campbell wants to call a timeout. We'll take it with him here on your station for West Alabama Basketball. Slide 104.9. 26.4 seconds remain. West Alabama trails by 3, 54-51. And West Alabama's head coach, Rusty Cram. Assistant coach, Jeff Lovell, they're over there in the huddle drawing up what West Alabama wants to do here to try to get this 3-point deficit erased. West Alabama has held Union over the last 2.5 minutes. No field goals. They hit a couple of free throws, but no field goals in the last 2:34. As on the floor for West Alabama out of the timeout, it'll be Clark and Barnes, Williams, Logsdon, and Dent. Thompson will inbound in front of her own bench. She's going to run out of time. Whistle on the floor. They're going to call a foul.
Foul number 3, Takesha Barnes.
Against number 3, Takesha Barnes. West Alabama's Takesha Barnes will be called for the foul. Checking in for the Bulldogs will be number 22, Keely Robinson. At the line for the Bulldogs will be Leah Church, 75% shooter from the line. Church on the afternoon. She knocks the first one in, 3 of 3, 4-point game, so 2-possession game by that made bucket. Church's second one makes it a 5-point game. West Alabama wants to call the timeout. We'll take it with them. West Alabama basketball on Slide 104.9. 26.4 seconds remain. West Alabama trails 56-51. West Alabama will inbound right in front of their own bench. Dent will lob it in. She wanted to get it to Clark. That one was picked off. Thompson ended up with it. And Marianne Logsdon will be called for the foul. That'll be her fourth foul. At the line for Union will be number 4, Samaria Thompson. Thompson on the afternoon, 13 points, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 2 of 4 from the free throw line. She misses. It's a big miss right there for West Alabama as they trail it by 5. 24 seconds remain. Thompson eyes the mark. In and out. West Alabama with a rebound. Logsdon across the timeline. Gets it over to Barnes. Barnes down low to Dent. Dent to Clark. Clark off the glass. Put it in there. 56-53. Logsdon is forced to foul. Stops the clock, but that will send Samaria Thompson back to the line.
Foul number 12, Marianne Logsdon.
That's going to be Logsdon on the foul. I believe that to be her fourth foul. Dent, Logsdon, and Williams each with 4 fouls. Thompson front iron. She gets it to roll in. That'll be a 4-point game. 12.2 remaining. Samaria Thompson eyes the mark. Second shot's good. 58-53. So substitution for Union on the floor for West Alabama. Be Clark, Williams, Barnes, and Dent. Williams takes it in the paint, off the glass, won't go. Union comes down with a rebound. West Alabama won't foul again. West Alabama put up a fight at the end, but they will fall 58-53 here at home to the number 19 Union University Bulldogs. Union will improve to 9-2, 7-2 in the league. West Alabama will fall to 9-4, 6-3 in the league. Checking the schedule, the next time we see the women in action, that will be January the 2nd. That's Monday afternoon at 5 p.m. They will host Christian Brothers right here in Pruitt Hall. But the unhappy final here this afternoon, West Alabama falls 58-53. Don't know if we'll have the opportunity to hear from Coach Rusty Cram or not this afternoon. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll look at the stats and we'll wrap it up here on Sly 104.9. West Alabama was able to hold Union to no field goals over the last 3 minutes, but they could not overcome. The deficit ends up falling 58-53. West Alabama shot 31% from the floor, 31% from behind the arc, 72% from the free throw line. They were 13 of 18, and they out-rebounded the Bulldogs 45-40. West Alabama on the afternoon was led in scoring by Bria Dent. She had a double-double. She had 13 points and 14 rebounds. West Alabama had several players in foul trouble, had 2 players foul out. Dade and Watts both fouled out, and then ending the game, Logsdon, Williams, and Dent each had 4 fouls of their own. I misspoke. Dent did have 13 points and 14 rebounds, but she was not the leading scorer for West Alabama. Overlooked Zoe Watts on my score sheet. She had 15 points. She was 5 of 14, 3 of 8 from behind the arc, and perfect from the free throw line, and she had 29 minutes of play. West Alabama's other scorers, Jayla Williams had 9, Marianne Logsdon with 6. Camilla Clark added 7, and Ella Noble in her 6 minutes added 3 points. West Alabama, like I said, will be back in action next week against Christian Brothers. We've got the men's game in about 25 minutes. We'll go back to regular programming, but when we come back, we'll have men's basketball here on your station for West Alabama Athletics, Sly 104.9.